everybody and welcome back to the Traxion channel, where today I am delighted to be back on one of my favourite sims that I haven't put enough time into, in all honesty, and that is KartKraft. Now I played this game right back when Traxion first launched, and it was possibly the most fun I've ever had in VR. Oh wow! I didn't expect that, jeez! This time I won't be doing it in VR, but what I can tell you is that it's just as fun on the screens, and I'm delighted to bring you some exciting news that there is new content coming out very soon. And that new content takes the form of a new circuit, Karting Genk in Belgium, which actually hosts around each year of the FIA European Karting Championship, and even hosted part of the 2011 FIA Karting World Championship won by Nyck de Vries ahead of Alex Albon. Whatever happened to those two? Now I'm lucky enough to have my hands on this new circuit, so I'm going to give it a go for you guys today. And a quick disclaimer, I'm not Alex Albon or Nyck de Vries. So if you've come here for some sort of pro karting or some expert advice or some good driving technique, you're probably on the wrong video and I suggest you leave now. But if you're heading on out anyway, make sure you subscribe to the Traxion channel and hit the notification bell on your way out. So there you can see we have Genk in the game. In terms of vehicles, we're going to start in the K100. I'm going to do like a little track guide for you. I have driven a few laps, so I'll be able to tell you about the corners. Not the perfect lines to take through them or anything. I'm not a pro karter, as I keep saying, but I will at least be able to show you what the track looks like and talk about some of the different corners. So we're going to roll out the paddock in our K100, and you're turning left straight onto the circuit. So I'm just going to kind of briefly chat you through what the circuit's actually going to look like. So you head down the pit straight. The first corner, you've got a kind of right-hander, which isn't really a corner, it's more a lead into the first proper corner. So you can run out nice and wide here, and then get a nice cut back into the tight turn 2, I presume. I'm not sure if it's turn 1 or 2. You can use a little bit of curb on the exit as you run across here, and you want to get quickly back. Now this is a double apex left. You get the first one, you can pretty much keep it flat through here, run out a little bit wide, and then cut back across. And again, you want to run all the way out to the exit of here. Got another flat out left-hander here, so it's commitment all the way through. Try and hold the kart over to the left-hand side, then you're heavy braking into a right. Here, again, you want to get in the accelerator as early as possible and run it all the way to the exit curb and use your exit. We're then going to fire it into one of the trickiest sections. So you've got a fairly sharp right, we're braking heavy, you want to get the kart in nice and early, use a bit of the curb, then straight line this as much as possible. You can use a little bit of curb there without it getting unsettled too much. This bit I'm not really sure in the best line to take, to be honest. If you can run out wide here, you should be able to then cut back for the second part, but as you can see the natural racing line seems to be a little bit wider, so I'm not quite sure, but I'm going to be doing it my own way. Into this left-hander, probably the tightest corner so far, pretty slow speed. Again, it's all about keeping momentum up, getting the power early, and you can use that exit curb over there. Going to head now, after we've passed through Sector 2 into Sector 3, we've got a tricky right-hander, which is a bit deceptive. It's quite slow at first, but then it speeds up and opens up. You can use a little bit of the curb on exit, and you quickly fire it left. Hopefully you can keep it flat out and just about hold onto the curbs there without running onto the grass. And you want to be left again for the last corner, which is very much a late apex. You want to keep it nice and wide, get the power as early as possible. It looks tighter than it is because, as you can see, it opens up hugely on the exit and you can run out to the curb. So there we have a lap of the Genk circuit from karting novice. Okay, I'm going to jump in the X30 now. We're going to give it a go in a slightly faster kart, get up to speed a little bit, and then I'm going to do a quick AI race, which was huge fun in VR, and I'm sure it's going to be huge fun again today. Right then, let's go for a flying lap of Genk, and trust me, this is going to be full of mistakes because these karts are so sensitive. You really got to use very little steering angle, not like a car at all, be really smooth. I just tried to change gear, but we'll gloss over that. Carry a lot of speed into the first turn on the brakes, get a little bit sideways, late apex, clip that curb on the left, and you want to just a little lift through here, keep it flat all the way through the second part. Again, I've been a bit wide, but I've made it round. Flat through here, keep it in left, and you want to brake for this right-hander. On the power nice and early and run it out wide. I got a little bit too sideways there. Heading into one of the trickiest sections. Again, you want to brake nice and early, get in over that curb, and then straight line this bit as much as possible. Here's the bit I don't really know what to do. We'll try going out wide and then cutting back across. That seems to be logical. And then slow down for the slowest left on the circuit, back on the power, out to the curb. It's not been a great lap, but it's not been too bad. Again, another slow corner, but opens up on the exit. You can use the curb. I've gone a little bit off too much there, and I had to lift for the next bit, but that corner is actually flat out if you nail the first bit. And want to late apex the last corner, on the power nice and early. You can use a bit of the curb on the outside. I didn't quite make it over there. And that's a slightly faster lap of the circuit. We're looking at a 56.4. I think I did a 55 earlier, so we're not too far off. Now I reckon the pros around here, will, especially with a bit of setup work and stuff, they'll be looking at very low 50s, maybe 51s, 52s, something like that. I'm sure it's possible, but I'd love to see that as well, because this game is so tricky when you're not experienced in this. It's a brilliant sim, so I'd love to see someone who was really good giving this a thrash. Time to try out my first AI race in this track then. So we're going to get Genk up. We'll stick with the X30, I think. We'll try a full grid of karts here, 5 laps on medium difficulty. Here we go then. Rolling start. Looks like we're starting right from the back, which is probably a good thing. Don't know how fast the AI are going to be compared to me here. Let's give it our best shot. And away we go. Representing Traxion here, I've got to do us proud. Oh, they're all going to the outside. Bit of contact on the inside, but we've kept it clean. I've lost all my momentum. Karts everywhere, but we can keep it flat out through here. I'm already up to 12th position. I'm going to try and go around the outside here. Nice. And then down the inside into this one. The AI are all holding each other up nicely. It's given me a good opportunity. We're up inside the top 10 already. I'm going to brake nice and early for this one. See what lane the AI takes. So they're taking a tighter line. I'm going to go out wide and then get a cutback. And I think, okay, maybe the pros can do it a lot faster, but for me, I think it's better for me doing that kind of cutback line. I made a bit of contact there. Sorry, Todd. Okay, we're just going to try and take alternative lines because generally with AI here, it's all about finding the space, watch the grass, sneak down the inside into the last turn, shuffle our way. We're actually doing quite well here. This is much better than my first showing on the Traxion channel in this game, up into P7. I'm going to sneak down the inside. I'm going to back out of that one. This track is beautiful. It flows so nicely. It actually feels like a proper race circuit. Some of the kart tracks feel a little bit Mickey Mouse at times. Oh, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry, Kier. But no, this one feels like you can properly race. You know, there's loads of overtaking opportunities. There's lots of over and under and cutbacks and everything. I'm sure people that know what they're doing will have a blast with this place. Okay, I'm up into 5th position. Still got about 3 laps to go. Can we win this race? It'll definitely be my first win in the game if I can. Gonna get the run on Horgate. Go to the outside. Can I go all the way around the outside? Scary, had to lift a little bit, but I think I made it stick. On the brakes, early on the power. Try and not get the kart too sideways. That's the trickiest thing. It's just keeping that wheel as straight as possible and trying not to drift. Okay, I'm going to try and actually nail my line for this left-hander. If I can keep it all the way flat out, if I get the line right. Sideways, I had to lift a little bit, but we are going to have the inside line. Nope, not quite, but we'll get them on the exit. I got a terrible exit though. I got sideways and oh, hello. Ben Stewart cutting across the front of me. I'm in 3rd place. I think there's only 2 laps to go. Thank you very much. Sorry for the contact. I forgot it wasn't rental karts. I think I've actually spun him off there. Oops. Right then, 1.5 laps to catch marker, win the leader. Come on. Used a bit too much curb there, but carried a lot of speed. Nice through there. Okay, I'm going to pick my moment here. Again, focusing the exit, they've run a little bit wide. Made it through with no contact. And TraxionGG takes the lead. I'm representing the team well here. Oh no. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. No, I haven't. No, 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 no. I do that far too often, don't I? I really do. Right then. I've only got 2 corners to reclaim the victory. Flat out through here. Oh, I'm so far back, but they are pretty slow at the last corner on medium difficulty, so gonna go for it. Come on, come on. We'll just edit out the rest of that last lap and pretend I led all the way. It's a win. Happy days. Excuse me. Look at that. The guy in second may have, hit me up the rear at the end there, but it doesn't matter. We win. TraxionGG marker when you should be ashamed of yourself. My lap times were much slower in the race there than they were in the hot lap mode, but that makes sense because obviously you're in and out of traffic a lot. But yeah, that was so much fun. Huge amounts of fun. Just before I finish up, I'm going to do one more thing with this brand new circuit, and that is try and take a KZ2 kart around without exploding, which is more difficult than it may appear. Oh my goodness. Wow, they're so fast. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, hello. Sorry, mate. That wasn't my fault. Whoa. This is not for... Oh, wow. Another one.
Yeah, this kart is not for the inexperienced driver.
Just a quick reminder as well that if you guys want to get your own hands on KartKraft, you can do so via Steam on the PC. And yeah, it is a lot of fun, especially if you enjoy just racing against AI and crazy action. Even if you're not into karts, honestly, if you're into car racing, it does translate into this. It's a totally different skill, but the enjoyment level is huge, and it's fun to obviously challenge yourself and try and get used to a new discipline. Right then, I'm going to see if I can actually complete a lap in this kart. And it's a shifter kart as well. And I remember last time this was near impossible. Okay, you got to lift off as you shift up. One-handed on the downshift is going to be tough. Oh, locking up already. I'm probably going to go slower than I did in the previous kart just to try and make it round without exploding. So quick, this thing. Genk's probably one of the circuits that'll suit the most though, because it's quite wide. Just the brakes are actually really good. You get stopped immediately. We're okay. 5th gear, 110 kilometers an hour before the last corner. Let's see what we can do down the straight. Pretty rubbish run onto the straight, but let's see what kind of speed we can get up to. 130 kilometers an hour. I was in top gear. We just about get it slowed down. I mean, so scrappy, but 130 kilometers an hour on a kart circuit. It's just mental how quick this thing is. Okay, it's probably flat if you drive it properly. This is just an assault on the senses. It really is. The shifter kart is definitely the kart for the pros, because they will be able to extract the time out of this that mere mortals can only dream of. Right, one last lap, come on. Oh, it's definitely invalid. Oh, sliding around the last corner. Well, I think I invalidated that lap twice. And it's going to be a 55.2, so pretty much the same speed as I managed in the kind of intermediate kart, but just shows you how difficult this thing is to drive properly. And that's it for my little preview of Genk, which is coming to KartKraft very, very soon. And yeah, it's going to be great fun, especially for those of you who have already been playing KartKraft. It's a brand new track to learn, new leaderboards to take on, and it's huge fun in all 3 karts. To be honest, my favourite is the X30. I think that's the nicest balance around there. I think you can get up to nice speeds and keep it nice and controllable. The shifter kart is just a whole other world, but the pros will absolutely love that one. So yeah, there's something for everyone with this update, as there always is with KartKraft, which I absolutely love. Thank you so much as always for watching, and make sure you subscribe to the Traxion channel if you want to see more news and more updates on KartKraft, as well as pretty much every other racing game under the sun. We have you covered, both in the website and the YouTube channel, as well as all the social channels. Thanks very much for watching, keep it pinned, and have a great day.